Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions. In this video, we'll be talking about the new BullX Neo and how to use it in finding relevant AI agent project tokens that have the potential of doing well. Now, this is a summarized version. I intend to do like a live stream showing the entire process more in depthly, but I'm still organizing the time for that. But this is just a summary for those who want to get started on their own. Basically, BullX Neo, besides being the most sophisticated DEX for AI agent tokens on Solana and meme coins overall, including DeFi, is a research ground. You know, it basically gives you the most advanced organization of the state of radium and allows you to take action in a timely fashion. For example, with this token, you can see that if you were to filter the wallets associated with this token and go to smart wallets, right inside of BullX, you'll find all the information about these smart wallets, even historical information. So if you're interested in the most profitable trade of this user, you will be able to find it over the course of time. And if you desire to, you can tag this wallet, set alert, such that you can now trade what they trade. So you see here, I have some wallets, smart wallets with very good PNL. Again, all the PNL information you will find on BullX. And then I can set alert and basically copy trade this buyer, this wallet, and also set auto sale parameters such that it copies them when they sell. Okay, so again, this is a summarized video. It's not a full-fledged tutorial, but it will give you a gist. Okay, so you saw this one of these wallets that I'm monitoring. So this was a token I wanted to gain access to, Cortex 0. This person is still in buying mode. Wow, interesting. Let me see this. Now, superficially looking, that's not a good buy there, because I know Hey Elsa, it's a tokenless project. I've covered it in my video. It doesn't have a token yet. Its token is upcoming. So again, that brings us to very quick due diligence, because with BullX Neo, you will need due diligence to be able to get the good ones. Okay, so very quick due diligence here with this token is, checking the socials of let's say you just come across an AI agent randomly on BullX, then checking the socials to see if it's associated with the legit account. Like this one, what's obvious is they will relate it to Hey Elsa account, which is this, but when you come to Hey Elsa, there is no mention of a token here. So you have to ensure that now speedy due diligence is also of relevance. So the ability to do diligence very fast and your awareness overall. So this one, instantaneously I was aware because I know of this project via X. I've covered it. So if I saw that, I quickly know that it's a no-go. And even if I bought that, I would typically buy it at a small amount to do quick due diligence, and instantaneously I will know and go and sell it, or have my auto sell in place when I quick buy, which are some of the luxuries that BullX Neo presents. So you see here, there is no mention of a token. Okay, so that it's obvious that will dump. Okay, which happened. Okay, so the key why I'm highlighting this now is because due diligence is needed. Now with BullX Neo, it also tells you which wallets are are snipers, which wallets are insider wallets and all that, and gives you sophisticated filters to filter them out. Now BullX also has advanced DCA. In a situation like this where you have bought the top, you may want to DCA downwards to reduce your average. Now that's risky with an outright rug such as this, but sometimes it works, where people still decide to buy in and then you have an opportunity to opt out. So these are some of the advanced features obtainable with BullX Neo. Again, there will be a dedicated tutorial for all these features very soon. Okay, so now the core thing you need when it comes to finding these AI agents is, besides building a list of smart wallets that you now set alert for, and then try to purchase based on your alerts any AI agent related token, while also doing your own due diligence. So that's one method. But what I wanted to highlight here is this method here involving Neo Vision. So BullX has added the ability to filter by search query. So for me, currently I just exempt the other narratives at the moment, just for safety. The outright meme coins. I experimented with a meme coin earlier today. I just wanted to have a go at it again, and you'll see how it dumped. This is also a meme coin. This one I got it because it's timely. Just a small amount. You'll see it's just $20. Okay, this is an AI agent that I kept DCing into. I felt it will do good, although my position has gone down. But again, you will see the difference. Then I'll be using this as example in terms of due diligence. Azura AI, Sylvia AI, and why I have them. Okay, so you see this one 760% for the day, this one 1000 plus for the day. Okay, and this one I'll talk about this one as well. Okay, so anyway, you see this Quant AI, you will see that suddenly, let's quickly look at this. So the key here is due diligence and a bit of speed, and interesting that this doesn't have any buy situation, even though it has such an this is supposed to be a seller just based on the name. But let's just quickly check. Okay, so this, I wouldn't expect much of this superficially looking. I'd prefer one that is an AI managed account at the very least. Although it's fading out now, you need to look deeper than that. But at the very basic level, at least the account should have, an AI running it, basically an automated account. And it's better when the account has a bit of posting history before it launches its token. So you see this one now, it has very few. It's better when it has more or many more. But the name of this is fancy. Even based on the name alone, some people will key into it. Now, I may decide to, follow up with this, but I wouldn't. If I was the one, I wouldn't. Even though it has a social and all that, it doesn't look, appealing enough. Okay, but like I said, and interestingly, it didn't have any traction. I don't know why, but that's interesting. Typically, this should have a measure of traction once it launches. Okay, but again, assuming I picked that, to quick buy is as simple as clicking on this button and it will buy as fast as possible. Yes, it's very fast. You can tweak gas settings to a higher level of customization with BullX. Okay, stay tuned for my tutorials on this. But anyway, I want to keep this video short and relevant. So filter in this category, which refers to new launches out of Pump Fun and Moonshot. For this one, I will focus on research and try to get them early stage with fast due diligence. So for this one, I may not do much here in terms of settings. I would just, now I tweak my settings. I don't use a standard settings just for the sake of study. Okay, so I can go socials at least, then AI for to filter such that only those that have AI in their metadata show up here. Now this is an interesting one. 1 minute old, yet has 32 at 32K market cap. Okay, please let me remove this filter. The reason why the other token we saw may not have been showing is because the filter was on smart wallet. Now 44% hold the make up for 10%. Top 10 holders hold 44% of the supply. Insiders holding 43%. Now this is not very good distribution, but this will not turn me away from the token. It will invite me to search further. You know, there are situations where the project has declared, okay, we're going to get a certain amount of the supply, we're going to burn it. There are narratives like that, but this one I will not likely participate in it, but it wouldn't stop me from researching further. Now it's obvious that this is just a random project. This is not the or maybe, okay, it is not. So this is the project, and of course I'm led here. It's this one now I will study, and then since it says no token yet, there may be the prospect of a token, so I'll follow up with this video, this project. And that's what I talk about, like a learning ground with BullX. I've ended up on a project of interest that I will take a look at further. Okay, so this token, I would not participate in this, but you will realize that we found it on NEO in the new category based on simply adding this filter AI. And I wouldn't, I mean, you can play with this, of course, but at a basic level, I'd want tokens, new tokens to show up here that have a social and are in the niche of AI. So you see, it slows the pace of the frequency of posts showing here and give me more time, you know, to do due diligence than without that filter. Okay, so this one, the name looks interesting, but I would not participate in this one either. Now, I wouldn't entirely write off a project where dev has sold. I will go to the Pump Fund portal to see what's going on there. You know, there may be a CTO situations. It's becoming rarer these days, but it's possible. So I'll see what's going on historically on the Pump Fund to see if there is a measure of interest from the public. Now with Pump Fund, it's hard for projects to bond. You know, there has to be volume. That's what I've seen. Even the projects with the best of narrative, they may struggle to bond if they don't have the basics like volume. You know, maybe the dev running a bundle bot and all that just to stir volume. But again, with BullX, if you're a dev, you don't need a bundle bot. You have to pay for that, rent it, and very expensive. You can just use the DCA feature of BullX. You know, have your community buy the tokens in intervals, you know, and if you can even rotate buys amongst multiple wallets so that a chart of substance is created. So this one, 5K market cap, this one will struggle as we speak, you know, because that's the mentality on Solana general. Even if it's a good project, you know, I wouldn't expect much here because the volume is very low. So okay, so again, we found this in the Neo Vision category. Now this looks good, the name looks good, you know, but that not necessarily is it good. So dev bought, dev also sold in this category. That doesn't mean it's bad, but in the AI niche, it means it's not good basically. But we are led to this project, and so this one is obviously a standalone project. It doesn't have a token as well, but I will be looking into it further. It doesn't have many followers and an old project, so there is nothing here. So 2023. So that's the quick due diligence you do there to know if you want to gain an entrance. Now, if you want to advance your due diligence parameters by default, then you can make use of more sophistication with the filters. So now for this category here, you have the luxury. I mean, this is new creation, so the frequency of new creations here is quite pacey compared to this category where it says about to graduate. Now here, I have the luxury of using more filters in this category because for this category, the token has gained some traction, has met some volume threshold. It's not a very quick situation, so allows me to do more due diligence. Now this is where I play with more filters and then take my time to do due diligence. Now I'm not going to talk about which filters you should use. You should experiment. You have the luxury of doing so. You can exempt insider wallets or reduce them to a bare minimum. You can reduce sniper wallets to a bare minimum, and stuff like that. And left to me, I play with this. Like I said, I have the mentality of learning, and that's what I do the most when it comes to BullX Neo or in general, to improve my awareness and stuff like that. But like I said, volume may be a good criteria for you. Let's say in the 5 mil, I saw someone mention why he quit a trade because the volume had died down in the 5-minute time frame. How would he have determined that? Perhaps he's using a tool like BullX Neo. So now this is a new token. So the volume in the last 5 minutes, you may not have to expect much, but you may want to put a minimum or so that only those that fit your parameters are displayed here. Again, you can tweak this as much as possible. Let's change this. The reaction is instantaneous. Again, I would use that search filter AI. Now we are brought with this. So dev has sold on this one. You see dev 0%, insider 1%. This looks good superficially, but this will allow me now to do more due diligence. So for this one, considering dev has sold, it doesn't look good, especially with the AI niche. If it's a meme, that's different. The CTO situation can come about. So for this one, I may retreat, but I wouldn't just retreat like that. I'll look at the Twitter still. This one is likely, how would you do this then quit? Your best place to create fully. Now this is not an automated account, not much here. So let's look at the website. Looks quite attractive, but this is a one pager. So I would, I can take this further, quickly see that the dev may have tried this multiple times already. So if you go to the dev here, wow, interestingly, the dev has only created one, but anyway, the Twitter is not automated. I don't see a situation of CTO for this. I don't expect much here. So this one, of course, I wouldn't participate. But you saw that just with the filtering, the situation, the display changes. And another one has just entered, that Freedom one, which we saw earlier, that there is not much to. Now you can eliminate this, the potential that this shows up, because for example, you see here insider 74%. If you don't want this situation, you can filter it out. So let's say insider wallet, you want a maximum of say 10%. Not that it's bad. So you see Freedom is out. So basically your mindset should be learning. In the graduate get category, I also play with this. You may get a good entry, but once again, I'll start with AI, although it doesn't appear possible here. So I'll hand pick the AI related ones. This one, MCAP is 3 million. Now I would also enter a token with MCAP of 2 million, even 3 million. It depends on the narrative of the project and all that. Even in the niche of AI, I'll do more technicalities. This one is seeming to combine AI with DSci, which is a strong narrative. So I'll see who it's automated by, if the person has tangibility and stuff like that, any ambition to build and all that. Like this person now, if this person has shown on his X that he's in the niche of, he's interested in DSci over the course of time. So you see here is a DSci related post. Like some of these accounts, they will just be reposting. That's not an account. Like this one, although it has Blossom, this is January 9. There's some health related stuff here. Let's scroll down. There may be something to this. So anyway, the bottom line is due diligence and a mindset of learning. I think I can. Wow, this is, it's seeming to skyrocket. Let me look at the Twitter again, because that is a good mix. AI with DSci, very strong mix. So this is like a research based environment. Okay, but at this stage for this particular one, I wouldn't enter at a 2 million, at a 3 point something million M cap for this one. I favor the AI related projects that are DeFi capable at this stage, because DeFi in itself is evolutionary when it comes to AI running it. So if I see a project that is attempting to, an AI agent that is attempting to solve our bitrate limitations that we face in our use of DeFi, I would key into that, even at the 2 million, 3 million M cap. This one, why did I get it? Now, I've been holding this, by the way. It reached a 10,000, I think 200x or so, but I didn't sell it. So the valuation of this was around 3,000 or so. It reached around 3 million or more M cap. I've been holding it, even though today it's reduced in valuation, got to around 380 or so. I've just held it. So you see how much I added here, 56. Even at the moment, it's a 10x. But why am I holding it? I just wanted to see the evolution of it, because I feel that it's still early. When you see the tweets, I like the tweets. It's even superficially looking at the tweets, it seems to have an edge over AIXBT. It makes use of what it calls fact engine. And if you want to learn more about the technicalities here, if you go to the person running it, you will see some of the architecture. Here it says she filters, clean, analyzes data at scale using fact engine, so you only get high impact signals. And I like the signals here. So, the projection is maybe it will introduce a terminal in the future that you can access, and you will need to hold the token or stuff like that. Now, if you look at the tweets here compared to AIXBT, it covers the things that AIXBT doesn't. Here it says Cyber Haven browser extension compromised with malicious code. This is, now it's not yet conversational. Now, once it becomes conversational, I believe that will improve its value proposition. Now, how does that work? When it becomes conversational and people start conversing with it, its traction on X grows, followership, then it starts to become an influencer, basically, such that when it tweets, because of its followership, it gains traction. So now, if you look here, I saw a hint of that coming here. I don't know if the founder will actually sustain the energy, but here it says, get ready for something incredible, beta auto reply feature dropping before this week. So if this founder pulls all this off, once the reply feature comes in, it becomes conversational. I believe it's undervalued. So that's why I stuck with it or held it. Then this one, similar, So like I said, it's all evolutionary. There's room for growth, So I'm looking for such like ones. I'm looking for those that are DeFi capable, can trade on your behalf and all that. I've covered some of those that I'm monitoring at the moment. They are tokenless. So this one, not that there is much to this one, but I did sell. Sold this one and bought back in, to hold. I just wanted to attempt selling basically, because with Solana most times I don't sell, and so this is the founder of this. Okay, so let's end this video now. The logic of this video is basically have a research mentality. You have the luxury of being able to do so now with BullX Neo. Your invite will be in the description. You only need a Telegram account to be able to start using it. It has an airdrop as well. Your volume on BullX Neo will translate into an airdrop of their token called BullX, which is coming soon. I think there is a pre-market for BullX on some centralized exchange. And that's the scope for this video. Let's leave it at that. Very soon I'll do a full-fledged tutorial of all the features of BullX Neo. If you're on the original BullX, you want to move here, you may need an invite to do so. The invite will be in the description. This is as sophisticated as can be, and it's still evolving. There's also bubble map if you want to check the distribution of a token. Again, in the description there will be a bunch of relevant information there. Check it out. And that's the scope for this video. To contact me, do well to go to airdropc.com. My socials are there in the description. I also added a Telegram, but I want to remind you to subscribe to airdrop reminders, because I'm going to fill this up with 100 solid airdrops and productivity tools within before the end of January, each with full-fledged publication tutorials. At the moment, it's a bit disorganized. There's also going to be a publication for BullX as well. Stay awesome, take action, subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials.